All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are continuing the psychedelic stock review, looking at ATAI and CMPS. Look, I often say bad things happen under the 8 and the 20, and you can clearly see it here, right? Definitely a struggle to get over the 8. Any sort of moments of good are quickly slapped by this 20, right? So, yeah, it's sad, but again, I say it for a reason, right? Real quick, before we get into the details, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages. There are no horizontal or support lines, so I will be drawing some for sure on this video. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. So, hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. Hey, even if you don't, I'm sincerely appreciative of your time, and I'm very much glad you're here, okay? So, oh, and then if you disagree with anything, throw it in the comments, all right? I'm not perfect and all-knowing, so let me know if I'm wrong, and I'd much rather you tell me than my bank account tell me when I look at it, right? So, look, let's get into the details, right? And I kind of said the whole story, and I'm not going to beat the dead horse, but bad things happen under the 8 and the 20, and I know things. Look, they go down, they go horizontal, and they either go up or even more down. You know what I mean? And look, honestly, I'm not here to put my money horizontally, right? At that point, I'll just give it to the bank and at least guarantee myself a couple percent here and there, right? But I'm looking for up. I try to avoid horizontal and clearly avoid down, right? So as much as it looked promising, because look, this one broke the 8. Oh, don't zoom that much. This one broke the 8. This one broke the 20. I got no confirmation. And I'm telling you, like, we are here for confirmation, okay? This right here might have been a little, like, something that could have fooled some people. But look, even during that, the MACD was actually red over green, right? It's real good when you have green over red on both, right? The fact that these ones were pretty opposite, because literally, even at this point, it still got us to this thing was, they're saying completely opposite things, right? And that's not good. So that might have been able to save you from what looked like a break in confirmation and a ride up here, right? Again, this just never did it. And what's worse is instead of going horizontal, we're actually looking like we're going down, right? Horrible, horrible volume, horrible selling. Obviously, this is kind of horizontal, but I do see the red is over the green. This is definitely a negative MACD, right? So yeah, obviously green is over the red, but that looked like it was going up, and it's clearly no longer going up, right? So I actually see it continuing down more than I see it going up, right? But yeah, a lot can happen if good things happen, right? If you break 201, there's a real good reason to believe you should come to that, right? And look, it's not a monster volume, I mean a monster percent, but it is actually about a 20% jump. And hey, that could be a pretty safe move, right? So I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind knowing. Let me know at 202. Let's break it and move it by a penny. Why not? Otherwise, it really seems like this thing is coming down here. It really seems like we're going to be testing 155 if I had to guess, because have we already lost that? Come on, don't lag. We haven't lost that, but yeah, 173 is probably going to be an important line too. I don't think I need to draw it because honestly, I think 155 is probably a little more realistic. But yeah, this is not looking too positive to say the least. And again, look, this is a horrible weekly, and I often say it. If your weekly looks bad, you can't expect much from the daily. And look, all we're doing is trading well under the 8. I see that it's horizontal, but again, well under the 8 and well under the 20, right? So again, you can only expect so much from a weekly chart that looks like this. So not too much more to say here, actually. CMPS, let's look at this thing. Okay, look, this one actually made a pretty nice move. This one looked a little more like Mind Medicine and CYBN, actually. But yeah, Compass breaks the 8, breaks the 20, breaks the 50, couldn't quite make it, but hey, it made a beautiful run to the 100, right? And I mean, look, going from 7 to 11, that's a pretty decent percentage right there, right? Let's even round it. Let's say you go from 8 to 11, right? That's just under 50%, right? Because 8 plus 4 is 12. You got to nearly 11. I mean, come on, how mad can you really be, right? And again, look, once you lose the 8, you start to lose all the other lines, and we've quickly fallen under all of these right here, right? So beautiful run up, quick fall down. Why? Because green, 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 green can real easily turn to red, 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 right? So just keep that in mind. I know I get really repetitive at times, but repetitive means that's sinking in your head, right? And hopefully you're seeing it before I'm making the next video and you're making your moves, right? This is obviously not financial advice, but you know, look, that's probably the ugliest MACD and RSI combination we've seen, I think, in this whole sector review, and really in a couple of videos in general, right? So it's still positive, the MACD, but that's ugly, right? Red is definitely staying up here and green wants to just keep going down, right? Kind of what's happening here. So yeah, a lot to be worried about here for sure, for sure. And again, what looked like a nice break, because look, that's a good break. I would by no means call that good confirmation, but that's good confirmation. Unfortunately, we just broke another line, so we need one more confirmation. That wasn't it. That was even worse, right? So we're now under both those lines, and like we said, we're under all 5 of those. So hey, you know what? This went a little quicker than I thought. So yeah, let's see how a 6-minute video does. If you disagree with anything, please let me know. But again, a little worrisome, especially on this bad boy right here. Hey, I hope you're learning.